With that being said, do not forget to hit the follow button because you never know when I have a great download for you all. Okay, so with that being said, I am over here to talk about the butterfly. Okay, they like, Tarekia, what do the butterfly got to do with anything? If you will notice, even if you watch a lot of my tarot reads or even just when I'm just speaking, I mention a lot about the butterfly. Why do I mention a lot about the butterfly? Think about it, reflection. I mention a lot about the butterfly, and I use a lot of examples with us dealing with butterflies because we are a lot like a butterfly. Remember, we are nature, so nature is us, so we can relate a lot to nature. And the butterfly, I think we can relate to it a lot. So with that being said, think about a butterfly. Before it's a butterfly, what is it, reflection? It's a caterpillar. Okay, so with it being a caterpillar, it has to go through several different stages before it becomes a butterfly, before it learns how to fly. Okay, what they say, you got to crawl before you walk. Well, you got to crawl before you fly, reflection. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit more about it so I can kind of explain to you what is it and what exactly do I mean. Let's talk about the different stages that a butterfly actually goes through before it's even a butterfly, okay? And transformation, the butterfly, out of all of the insects, out of all of the animals in nature, the butterfly is a true example of what transformation is. Think about a butterfly. It goes through several different skins. It goes through several different stages of what it looks like before it actually becomes a butterfly. Let's start off with the first stage, okay, which is the egg. It is said that butterflies can actually lay up to 200 to 500 eggs at a time, reflection. With that being said, it's usually placed on a leaf, somewhere where it is protected, reflection, okay? Remember, I'm relating us back to the butterfly. Think about when you're going through certain transformations. Your transformations can be lonely and dark sometimes, okay, reflection, let's just be honest. So with that being said, the butterfly understands that well. So with that being said, reflection, after about 5 days, it becomes a caterpillar, okay? As you can see, this caterpillar is very, very beautiful, but it still isn't aware of self. It still isn't aware that, hey, I'm finna become something even more. This crawling stage that I'm doing right now, this particular chapter in the book right now, this is just one stage. This isn't even what I'm going to look like when it's all said and done. Okay, so with that being said, reflection, the job of the caterpillar is literally to eat. That's all it does is eat. So how does that relate to us? Think about when you are raising your vibrations. Think about when you are going and raising your different chakras, reflection. Think about, how do you raise your chakras? You have to have knowledge. You have to literally eat knowledge. You have to eat knowledge. You get what I'm saying, reflection? It's the same as the caterpillar. The only difference is with the caterpillar is eating food to get ready to go through the next transformation. But with us, it's with knowledge, reflection. To raise your vibration, you have to attack things head on. To raise your vibration, you have to, all those things that you suppress, you have to eat those things, reflection. You have to bring them up out the refrigerator, reflection, out the deep freeze. You know how you have shit in the deep freezer that you get what I'm saying, the refrigerator and shit all the way in the back. You didn't even know it was back there. It almost got frostbite and everything on the reflection. It's been back there so long. It's been back there so long, reflection. It's time to pull it on out, baby, because it's gonna get spoiled regardless. It's gonna start stinking and shit. You'll get what I'm saying, because it's been down there too long. So it's time to go on ahead and pull it out of the back, baby, and bring it to the surface. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, reflection? So it's the same with the caterpillar. Their job is to literally eat. It is eating so it can prepare to go to the next stage, reflection. Just like you can't go to your solar plexus if you ain't tackled your root chakra. You can't go to your crown chakra. You ain't even got to your throat chakra. You get what I'm saying, reflection? It's the same as the caterpillar. You can't skip steps. So it's the same with the caterpillar. So it's literally there to eat. Just like you are there before you go through your transformation. You are literally there to suck in knowledge. So whether it's knowledge about self, whether it's knowledge about your environment, whether it's just knowledge about your craft that you're into at that particular time, remember, nothing stays the same. You can count on a lot of things, but change is something that is almost certain to happen. Okay, so with that being said, the caterpillar, see, it has a totally different name. The caterpillar has another stage. Let's go to the next stage, reflection. This is the next stage of the caterpillar. Then it becomes a chrysalis. Okay, so that's basically when the caterpillar goes and it wraps itself up. Reflection, it's wrapping itself up. It's getting ready to go into darkness. It's getting ready. You see, you ain't never seen two caterpillars in the same chrysalis together, have you, Reflection? Because remember, when you are going through certain transformations, it's called self-work. It's called shadow work. Not we work, but shadow work. Just that's why a caterpillar is only one in a chrysalis, Reflection. That's why it's covered literally in darkness. Because when you are going through certain transformations, when you are raising your vibration, just like the caterpillar, you have to be covered in darkness. You have to become one with self. You have to transform, Reflection. Keep in mind, it's called a caterpillar, but when after it comes out of this transformation, you don't call a butterfly a caterpillar. What do you call it? A butterfly. Okay, so with that being said, Reflection, it's the same thing. So after this caterpillar, what it was called, after it wrapped itself, after it's in darkness, it don't peek out. That's why when you're going through certain transformations, if you were listening to my tarot, I say this is the time to be still. This is the time to isolate yourself. Think about the caterpillar. What is the caterpillar doing? It's isolating itself. You ain't never seen the caterpillar stick their head out just to see what the world is doing, just to see what you get what I'm saying they doing up the street, around the corner, because it's too busy transforming. It's not worried about everything else that's going on around it. It has to learn how to fly. It already crawl. Remember, you got to crawl before you walk, but in this case, you got to crawl before you learn how to fly. Reflection, the same with the caterpillar. Okay, so after it comes through its transformation, it no longer has to crawl, Reflection. It can choose to if it feels like it, but now the caterpillar has literally learned how to fly. It doesn't even have the same name anymore. It's called a butterfly, Reflection. Smooth and sweet, just like butter. Okay, they said when butter becomes sweet, to Reflection, stay with me. Okay, so with that being said, you can learn a lot from nature. Because why? We can relate a lot from nature because we literally are nature. So when you hear me referring to the butterfly, when you are going through a transformation, when you feel like this journey can be a little lonely or it can get a little dark, remember, Reflection, that you are not in this alone, because even the caterpillar has to go through several stages before it becomes a what? A butterfly. Ashe?